Well, due to election coverage over on RTE1, you can see this week's double bill of the Drew Carey Show here on Network 2 at 11:05. But right now, Gerry Ryan serves up a Eurovision hit list.
Point Depot, in the heart of Dublin's docklands.
The scene of so many proud Irish Eurovision moments. But not this year. No other country has won the Eurovision Song Contest as many times as Ireland. No other stage has held the Eurovision as many times as this stage, but not next Saturday. This year Ireland has been relegated, excluded from the competition, and just because we didn't get enough points last year to qualify. What better time to summon up the ghosts of Eurovision past, to look back over 5 decades of international competition as I count down my personal Eurovision hit list. How did this crazy love affair between Ireland and the Eurovision all begin? Well, back in 1965, when Telefisherrin was a mere 3 years old, Ireland was already determined to take her rightful place amongst the broadcasting nations of the world. 1965. The contest went to Naples, and so did our first Eurovision entry, Butch Moore.
My poor heart feels like breaking, 'cause I'll never see you again. Still nobody knows I am crying, 'cause I'm walking the streets in the rain.
Well, even though it was 1965, Ireland was still in the 50s. And when you think of it, Lamass, I think, was Taoiseach, De Valera was president, there was still dancing at the crossroads. About the only thing we exported was missionaries. So now we had something new to export, singers.
Please come back to stay and promise me you'll never stray.
In many ways, the songs that these guys were singing were quite contradictory to the image that was projected of them. I mean, they were very cool guys. They looked really smart in the tuxedos. They had an absolute confidence. People tend to forget just what big stars they were in Ireland. And seeing them there, we suddenly realised these guys actually have got that degree of confidence to be stars on the world stage.
I would tell them how a day could last forever, and I'd never leave your side if I could choose.
It was something that, as a family, we anticipated for weeks beforehand. This was going to be in another country. We were going to sit down and see somebody representing us abroad. For entertainers to go away from this country and do us proud was something new for us, and it was really a great thrill.
I saw your face in the midst of a crowd. Here I thought is a chance of a lifetime. I thought you'd stare from a cloud.
Unbelievably glamorous. These men were all gorgeous in black and white. And as we look back, they actually sort of take on an even greater glamour. A bit like Frank Sinatra and Ocean 11.
Why should I?
Those men were gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Over the years, the Eurovision has seen its fair share of celebrities. In 1971, ABBA entered Sweden's national song contest for the first time and failed to qualify. The next year, they tried again and won. In the final, they sang in English. The rest is pop history.
congratulations.
No, that's not Austin Power's older brother. It's Cliff Richard in the 1960s, representing the UK, with a song written by our own Phil Coulter.
And jubilation, I want the world to know I'm happy as can be.
The fabulous Françoise Hardy, perhaps the sexiest performer ever to compete in Eurovision. In 1974, Julio Iglesias was already a star. He was the goalkeeper for Real Madrid, and there are some say he should have stayed in goal. Nowadays, he's better known as Enrique's dad.
It's like 10 tin soldiers in a row, followed hand in
Olivia Newton-John, bouncing up and down for the UK in 1974. And just a few years later, she'd be bouncing up and down with John Travolta.
glory. We all love
I mean, in the funfair scene in Greece, of course.
good things are coming to ya. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Power to the boys who played rock.
Cliff was back in 1973. This time with a routine that was obviously designed to settle once and for all those rumours about his sexual orientation.
To all our friends, to the music that never ends.
1988, and a very young Celine Dion, already proving that she had a voice that could go on and on and on and on.
Now, though, we offer you musical entertainment and a lot of glamour and excitement as the competition begins to find this year's winner of the National Song Contest.
The National Song Contest, if you think of the Eurovision without the production values, how was the National Song Contest?
Whatever about production values, for many years the National Song Contest provided an opportunity for some new faces to appear on TV for the first time. Of course, not all of the faces were unfamiliar. This is Twink, performing a song called It Would Take a Miracle in 1972.
You don't want to do, believe me, the things I want.
Sadly, no miracle occurred, and she never got to represent Ireland in the Eurovision.
What can I say? How can I pray for a miracle? A miracle.
The National Song Contest, well, of course it changed so much over the years, but the one constant was Mike Murphy.
Bula Boss was written by Andy Galligan and Father P.J. Coughlin, CSSP. He's very particular about the CSSP going in. Father Coughlin of Blackrock College wrote
He was polished, totally in control, and he managed to sort of have passion and distance and panache and wit, and they were all combined together, and a little archness probably every so often.
Don't give me that old Tipperary blarney. Just go on with the votes.
Well, they talk about the fact that the scoring can go wrong in the Eurovision, but my goodness, in the early years, when you were depending on phone lines to smaller parts of the country, the National Song Contest must have been an absolute nightmare.
Now, we're going to call on each location 3 times. If we fail to make contact, then we'll call on the location again after we have called on the other locations. And if at that time we still can't make contact, then I'm afraid that jury is eliminated. The gentleman, the tall, lean, intelligent-looking character over on the far side of the stage there, is the scrutineer John McGilligan. So would you come in Athlone, please? Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Paddy, could you ever just... How many votes for song B?
4 votes. Hello, Cork. This is Miles Stanton in Westport. Here is the Westport vote. 3 votes for song B.
Of course, These were the days when phones were still considered exotic pieces of technology in Ireland, never mind electronic scoreboards.
Thank you very much indeed, Westport. Well, now, will you... Yes, John, sorry, this just a slight... Yes?
I think they recorded, gave 3 votes for song B, in which case it should be 11 on the board. It's correct now.
Is it correct now? It is?
Yeah.
It's correct now. Fine.
Sorry,
okay,
Mike.
John?
Sorry, Mike. Song C, I think they gave 3 votes to.
Yes, I think that's what they said.
In which case, song C should be 5.
Should be 5?
Yeah.
Fine. Now, are we all right now, John?
That's right.
Okay. Now, will you come in Westport, please? Thanks a lot. Thanks, Westport.
Let's face it, I mean, some of those entries were horrendous.
Hey! Share my love with me. Hey! How can it be? You've been cheating on me. Is that true, babe? Hey! I'm falling in love with you. Hey! Is there anyone out there? Hey! Is there anyone out there?
I can remember watching Mike Murphy, and he has a wonderful sense of humour, and there were occasions with some of the entries where he might have needed it.
The next one is Song E. It's entitled Share My Love, and it's composed by a newcomer to the National Song Contest. That's Eilish McCourtney Baldwin, who is with Shay at the moment.
You do know that man inside went to the school you're now teaching in Turner College?
Yes, Father Hegarty was showing me a picture of him the other day when he was about 10 years old.
Well, I may not have got past the hall, but at least I passed my leaving cert with honours.
That's a dirty one, isn't it? You'd enjoy him, though. He's a great sense of humour.
They say that music can cross the boundaries of language. Sadly, the same cannot be said for lyrics. Eurovision composers came up with this novel solution. Replace all those awkward words with sounds. Preferably just one sound.
If you go back to the early days of rock and roll, you've got a wop bap lula, a wham bam boo, or shooby doo aye aye, that sort of thing. Obla dee obla da, as Paul used to put it. Or then going to the Irish traditional music, you've got your Turaye, you've got your Faddle Diddle Die, and you've got your Fi Diddle Andle Diddle Ario, Wheela Wheela Walla, and of course Lilting. You know, is directly related to the Eurovision lyric tradition. It's only a small hop from deedle idle dum diddly dodle idle dee to die 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 da 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 die 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 dum die do da la 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 la.
And here is the song that brought the la 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 strategy to its logical conclusion. This Spanish entry uses la 138 times in less than 3 minutes. Eventually the rules had to be changed and a limit was imposed on the number of times that la could be used. So enjoy this classic number appropriately entitled La 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 while you can. We shall not see its like again.
Part of what we are.